Though fortunately there is enough examples in the world of countries with very effective and valid government, there is still this popular opinion that I've written in the title. The worse the political situation in country, the more popular become this opinion that politics is just a very dirty thing and good people, they shouldn't go there. But wouldn't it be crazy if in the hardest time for a country the most moral and clever people would just refuse to take part in a system that shapes the place we're living in our society? And if they just easily give this right to control our lives and our society to some slippery assholes? Well, in this video I want to talk with you about political culture, this guy called Confucius, and why we definitely shouldn't be okay with assholes in politics.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Well, first of all, your opinion matters. In fact, opinions in total shape the way our society looks. What we think is right and what we think is wrong, and how should we act in some regular situations, like in the subway or during the lecture. So, citizens' opinion, as much as their level of education in different political systems and history examples, forms this thing called political culture. And as you can imagine, this thing is huge and varied. And usually there is no single right decision about the way that country should be ruled. Like, different systems and priorities and ideas can be used to make this place where we live in as good, safe, beautiful and interesting as possible. But there's also some tendencies in political culture, like in a social consciousness of people, and they can be both positive and negative. And one of this extremely influential and popular negative tendency that I can see in countries that are struggling with a huge problems with their government, and I guess exactly because of this tendency, is that idea of politics and the role that it plays in our society just dwindle. It has no more value in consciousness of people. And then, suddenly, such things as corruption and unprincipled officials and oppression became normal. They became just a part of political culture in this place. Like, sure, they all are assholes, tell me something I don't know, but it's not normal. In fact, it's insane that instead of setting the highest bar for people who control justice and safety in our society and respecting them for their virtue and wisdom and setting this bar again, we treat them all as slippery assholes who can't be good people just by definition. I mean, haven't you seen the House of Cards? It's a dirty game, girl! And then we've got this new generation that is raised in the standards of politics morality, and they feel that if they're good and moral people who really want to make others' lives better, they shouldn't even think about this dirty area unless they also want to play these wicked games. And then the circle closes. You might say, well, how can I possibly respect these people? I mean, I watch House of Cards twice, okay? I know who they are. Oh, sure you do. But here's the opinion that Confucius suggested more than 200 years ago when he was trying to shape the situation in divided China. He said this bar to young people, who he was giving an extremely good education to, that if you are a good and highly moral person, you must go in politics. And now just imagine for a second how our lives would change if this opinion and this belief were in our political culture. If from the young age we knew that this civil servant job is the most respected one, and only the best, only the most clever and good-hearted people would have this ability to make other people's life better. If this was the normal thing in our consciousness. Well, it can be, and fortunately there is enough examples in history and in modern society, for example Singapore and Scandinavian countries, what moral people can do in politics. Opinions and beliefs can really shape our world, and that's why we should choose them prudently. Our beliefs about real art can shape the pop culture. Our beliefs about relationship can shape the way that men and women treat each other. Our beliefs about norms can shape the society. That's why culture is so important, and that's why I will share with you many more interesting ideas from history in the near future. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching to this moment, and check out my last videos, and I wish you all to choose your opinions carefully. And remember that together we'll make our world better.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.